मैं चेक कर रहा था कोई है भी कि नहीं. या तो मैं तिरंगा लहरा के आऊँगा या तो मैं तिरंगे में लिपट के आऊँगा ज़रूर. कैप्टन विक्रम बत्रा, और मे बी इवन यू रिमेंबर हिम बाय ये दिल मांगे मोर. शेर शाह, another name for him. Paramveer, and or Flying Officer Nirmalji Singh Sekho, the only Indian Air Force Paramveer. Why did I start with that? 40,000 plus officers Minerva Academy has proudly been able to give India. And this was because 70 years ago, one woman thought it was possible. Everybody thinks it's my grandfather, Colonel Deol, but that's not the case. It was his wife who in 1942 went against all odds, and in 1942 she was MA Psychology from Government College, Lahore. Coming here, because her husband was in the army, Colonel Deol, she wanted to do something on her own, but in the same line serving the country. And at that time, there was nothing known as actually preparation for like what you call now the SSB. So when Minerva was formed in 1955, established, there was no OTA, there was no NDA, there was only IMA. And the legacy which has been given has not only stopped with her, because she made it possible for my mother to also then actually focus only on her education. And so proud to say my mom's name is Rupandeol Bajaj, and she's the one responsible for now women having a law which makes it illegal to outrage their modesty. Before 2005, it was only rape. Other than that, there was nothing else. And from 1986 to 2005, carried out a 21-year-old case against the most powerful man in Punjab, KPS Gill, and won that. And the new law came in, Section 354, outraging the modesty of a woman. So coming from that background, तो बहुत ही ज़्यादा pressure था मेरे पे. So you must be wondering why I'm, a man in an event which is called women. Because I am who I am because of the women in my life. I wouldn't have been here. No chance at all. And then going on to my wife, who, because she didn't have a father, and from the age of 17 she was working, and that's the reason I met her when I was with the BCCI as the manager of one of the Indian cricket teams, checking into the hotel, and there was this beautiful 18-year-old girl standing doing hotel management, and she's interning at the Taj. So she coming into my life taught me one of the most important things, that how I should stop trying to prove to the whole world who I am or trying to compete with the whole world. She taught me how my competition is me. If you go research me, you'll see doing really well in football, but my greatest achievement, which I called my greatest honor, is 4,000 of my boys and girls are currently serving in the armed forces. So my dream was always to get into the armed forces, so I say that I live my dream through my students, and I've got 4,000 stars and stripes on my shoulder. One of them, again, a girl who really inspired me. Squadron leader Samir Abrol was a fighter pilot for the Indian Air Force, and unfortunately he died while in service, martyred for the country. His wife, a young widow, her name at that time was Garima Abrol. When I say that time, because she's now Flying Officer Garima Abrol, she didn't let that take her down. And when your own students show you this kind of attitude towards life, nothing can stop you. From the very beginning, when I've won over 97 total titles, out of that 20 are national and 9 international titles in football, a game which in India we don't supposed to do well. But the dream was always to get India into the World Cup. And that's the dream. In 2034, we are going to do that. Because it's not a dream, it's the belief, and it's going to happen because that's how we manifest our titles. We've played 27 national and international finals. We won 25 of them. Because what do? We celebrate 3 days before that we are the champions. Log kehte hain ki nazar na lagana. We specially say that. Why? We love putting pressure on ourselves. The same way, before going for a tournament, I make it very public that I'm going to win this tournament. And that's just not to be cocky. That's just to tell yourself that you've got this pressure on you. Not just take credit when they do it and you win it once in a while. And that's what makes me so successful, because I compete with myself. That's the pressure I put on myself. So क्या pressure लगाया? मेरी अंडर 12 की टीम है कि मैंने बार्सिलोना को हराना है. मीना कप हो रहा था यूएई में, वहाँ पे जाके तो लोग कहते पागल है ये. 5-0 हराया. We won the मीना कप. उसके अगले साल कहते no Indian team has gone to Sweden and won the World Youth Cup. 2000 teams, 120 countries. मैं कहा doesn't matter. No Indian team might have done it till now, but we'll do it. And we said it before going. Not only did we win it, we thrashed everyone there. We'll beat Brazil in the final, under 14s. Last year, we said we are going to search on Google which are the 5 biggest tournaments in the world. And जो 4 पास में होएंगे, जो टिकट बहुत महंगी होती है, पास में जो बनता है वो खेल लेंगे. Not only did we play the 4 biggest tournaments in the world, we won the 3 biggest tournaments in the world by dominating and creating records which they've been doing for 50 years. So understand what that means. Going to Norway, winning the Norway Cup, going to Sweden, winning the World Youth Cup, Gothia Cup, going to Denmark and winning the Dana Cup. And all in 21 days, scoring 130 goals, 100 goals, 85 goals. They're 3 different tournaments. That means imagine Norway coming to India and beating India in cricket. That's what we did in football. Again, why? Because these boys believed before going. Unless your competition is with you. नहीं यार तुम छोटी बात करते हो, मैंने तो world champion बनना है. अगर world champion भी बनना है, your competition is you. Why? Because say I want to be the fastest man in the world, sir. What is your timing? 100 meters, Usain Bolt है, 9.58 पे. तेरी क्या timing है भाई? सर मैं हूँ 13 सेकंड पे. Very good. कल को क्या बीट करेगा? 9.58 को कि 13 को? 13, 12.99, 12.98, 12.97. If you are better than yesterday every single day, one day you will beat the world champion. The moment you try to compete, the same thing goes with you guys. The moment you try to compete with the best in your class, you will every time lose. Why? Because that guy has not got here today. Or the girl's not got here today. So people say success is, oh, that guy has money, that guy has support. ये सारी बातें बकवास है. Success is a choice. How? Is hard work a choice? Yes. Is effort a choice? Yes. Is never giving up a choice? Yes. Is having habits a choice? Yes. Your actions are your choice? Yes. Your thoughts are your choice? Yes. Your success is your choice. It's as simple as that. Habits, thoughts, actions, results. Simple. अब ऐसे ही एक a great one of my students, he was in the SF. SF, as you all know, is the Special Forces. They are made different, or at least they're trained to be made different. And they're not normal. He taught me a trick. He says, you keep telling, kids that be better than yesterday every day, your competition is you. ये करना कैसे है सर? ये सिखाओ इनको. मैंने कहा बताओ, why not? You can learn anything from anyone. And what he taught me changed my life and made me believe whenever I needed to that I'm invincible. Suppose आप लोगों के पैर में पेन हो रही है और आप लोगों ने पेन किलर खा ली, आपकी पेन खत्म हो गई है क्या? सिर्फ जो सिग्नल जा रहा है ना, सिर्फ वही खत्म हुआ है. जैसे ही that medicine wears off, you start getting the pain again. Yes, no, yes. You've seen Buddhist monks setting themselves on fire and then sitting there in that pose? That's mind control. That's what our special forces can actually do. That's the kind of control they have over their minds. And the same thing, you've seen our Rishi Munis sitting in 5,500 meters in -40 without any clothes and still being able to live. It's the same thing. how to detach yourself from your body. Your mind is supposed to control your body. But sir, यही तो होता है, brain तो control करती है. नहीं, अगर ये करती होती, you won't overeat, you won't oversleep, you won't do all the other things you do when you know that is not right to do. You won't do that. So, आप लोगों को पता होएगा कि squats क्या होते हैं. Everyone knows what squats are. Yes? So squats are basically, मैं इस कुर्सी पे बैठ रहा हूँ, but यहाँ पे कोई कुर्सी नहीं है, for making it better for everyone. That's a squat. Yes? So, what will happen now? What happens is, lactic acid starts being produced in your muscles. That is why when you go to a gym, तुम set लगाते हो. You don't do 100 का rep, you do depending on how much weight you're putting in, reps. And जब तक तुम्हारी last rep लग रही होती है, लगता है कि oh my God, कभी जिंदगी में weight नहीं उठाया जाएगा. क्यों? Lactic acid is a way of your body, your muscles telling you कि साले overwork कर रहा है muscle को. And if you do it more, तेरे को दर्द होएगी because तेरे को फटेगी या tear होएगा muscle, injure होएगा. But is that your limit? Because you wait for 30 seconds and you can do another set, and you wait for another 45, you can do another set. अब लोग नीचे से देख रहे हैं, साला किस पे बैठा हुआ है, and मेरी बॉडी मुझे क्या कह रही है, साले बहुत दर्द हो रही है, और मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ बॉडी को, चुप कर जा, बकवास ना कर, साले बेइज्जती कराएगा, मैं डेमो दे रहा हूँ सबको. फिर बॉडी कह रही जल्दी कर ले, कर क्या रहा है तू, पॉटी तो कर नहीं रहा, कर क्या रहा है तू ये. Yeah, your body talks to you like every day, and you talk to you back to your body and tell your body, shut up, you are my slave and I am your master. और बॉडी कह रही मर गया, मैं बहुत दर्द हो रही है साले, और मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ, चुप है, आई एम योर मास्टर, यू आर माई स्लेव. मैं मर गया, बहुत दर्द हो रही है, आई एम योर मास्टर, तेरी मास्टर की माँ की. एंड व्हाट यू से? नथिंग. यू थिंक इट्स इम्पॉसिबल? नो. मैं यहाँ पे अगर घंटा बैठ जाऊँ, अलग बात है, व्हेन आई सिट फॉर 40 टुमारो आई वोंट बी एबल टू गेट अप, बट आई कैन 1 hour. नॉट ओनली मी, तुम सबको भी आधा घंटा ऐसे बैठा दूंगा. नॉट बाय मोटिवेशन, मोटिवेशन से कुछ नहीं होता. आधा घंटा ऐसे बैठाऊंगा, यहां पे रखूंगा 12 इंच का चाकू. सो इफ यू कैन गो बियॉन्ड योर लिमिट बाय दिस मच when your life is threatened, why can't you go beyond your limit by this much every single day? And that's how you become a world champion. So understand, what we have learned is that end of the day, the people who succeed are not the ones who have great physical ability. They are the ones who have great mental ability. And the only thing we don't have a gym for is the brain. And that is the thing you need to use the most. Your success depends on that. And not, by the way, on how intelligent you are, in how much you actually believe in yourself. Simple as that. Life is about confidence, and it's not about fake confidence. Confidence comes from believing in yourself because you have practiced enough. Example, जब तुम अपना पेपर देते हो, फेवरेट पेपर, उससे एक रात पहले तुम्हारी क्या हालत है, और जो तुम पता है तुम अगले दिन पक्का फेल होगे, उससे एक रात तुम्हारी क्या हालत है. That shows confidence. Confidence is never false. वो फुकरा बनती होती है and confidence होता है. So if you're well prepared, nothing can stop you. Be better than yesterday every single day by this much, and you will be a world champion. And I've learned that all from my grandmother, from my mother, and from my wife. Thank you so much.